Welcome to Uncluttered and Unfiltered, the podcast urging you to let it go and don't look back. With nationally acclaimed professional organizer Christine Stone and self-proclaimed hot damn mess radio and TV personality Eden Kendall.
Welcome to Uncluttered and Unfiltered. This is going to be an interesting episode. It's not going to be our typical episode, and we're not planning to do what we've done in seasons past where we spend a ton of time and do a ton of episodes on the Golden Bachelor. But we wanted to do at least one because we are watching, and Chris is here too. And if you are wondering, I have lost my voice from going to a Monday Night Football game. So if I sound like I'm just barely hanging on, that's why. More on that in another episode. But Christine got back from her extended time not babysitting, grandparenting.
Yes.
And that's also a whole other episode in the making. But
yes.
I asked you to take on the Golden Bachelor and play catch up as soon as you got back, and you wanted to kill me.
I wanted to kill you because everybody said how terrible it was. And I'm going to be honest, when he made that comment about not wanting women over 60 or whatever he said, I had already written him off and I didn't even think he was going to be on. I thought they were finding someone else. When it turned out to really be him, I was like, okay, I'm already going into this that you're weird. Like you're on the Golden Bachelor, but you don't want anyone who's over 60.
Yeah. And so this is Mel Owens. He is a retired football player. He is someone who went on a podcast and made this comment on the fact that he's going to tell the producers. He's going to tell the producers that he only wants them from like, I think it was 45 to 60 years old, no broken hips, no artificial hips, no canes, all of this.
And real hair only.
Real hair only. And so whatever. And then they announced that they were not going to keep him on as the Golden Bachelor. And now I was shocked to find out, and I don't know if that was by design, that he did stay on as the Golden Bachelor. And I have thoughts on that. We did not discuss the first episode, but the first episode, they leaned heavily into that podcast. They had all the women make comments about it. They had him address it. It was almost too much.
Well, let me just start off by saying, and I always like to do this, let's start off by mentioning a few happy, good things that I thought, and then we can really get into it.
Okay.
First of all, these women were so accomplished in their lives and that they are still so physically fit. It kind of reminded me of you, where like they're so physically fit and doing yoga and riding motorcycles, and they're firefighters. I mean, I'm telling you, my husband even made fun of me and said, "What would you tell him? I like to stay in bed and watch he kill, she kill." Like, what would your thing be? Because
Did he watch with you? Because
he started. And that's where he made fun of me by saying like, "Oh, what is your talent? What are you going to tell him?"
To me, I think the reason I'm so thoroughly enjoying this is my husband is watching with me, and his commentary is absolutely fantastic. So that's what's fun for me. But okay, so let's talk about the good stuff. So these women are exceptional women.
Exceptionally fit and very mobile. I mean, to play ice hockey in your 70s.
So that's Diane, the hockey player, and she's 70.
I just was so amazed. Well, actually, they're so amazing. It made me feel like less than. I'm like, but you know what I mean? I need to get out there and like, do something like climb a mountain or something. Like I felt like they really are an inspiration. So that's one good thing. I love that they mentioned Diana Ross a lot. Huge Diana Ross fan. I found the whole thing where she was his neighbor from behind, whatever. Okay. I love Diana Ross. I also love that they went to the Casey and the Sunshine Band concert, because I went to the Casey and the Sunshine Band concert and he was amazing. So I really, really loved that. That being said, there's really not much else I can say. So I'm going to kick that off to you. With good positive vibes.
Did you watch the most recent episode? Yeah, you
Oh,
did,
yes,
because that was
I
the one
did.
with Casey and the Sunshine Band. Alright,
Oh, yes, I did.
let me tell you what I thought was the best part of that episode. Chalk's sleep apnea
Wait,
commercial.
I have that. I have that. I have that. I can't believe nobody's talking about Chalk's sleep apnea commercial.
It's adorable, and I was not a Chalk fan,
I
but
was not a Chalk fan
now
either.
that it's over and he's like, they do a lot of editing to make one person the villain, and I'm wondering now if, he's a little more charming than we gave him credit for.
No. You know what it is?
What
Mel
is it?
is that bad that he
Oh,
makes Chalk look great. Like you miss Chalk. Who
Mel, first of all right, let's dive
Oh god, I
let's
can't
dive into
even.
Mel before
Okay.
we get to anything else. Let's dive into Mel. Mel is in pain. He is actively exhausted and in pain. He is not able to hang with these women whatsoever. And I don't care how much he thinks he needs a woman under 60. He can't hang with a woman under 60. He's he's so beat up. I
Did
mean,
you
you
see
can
when
tell
he
by the way he
tried to step
walks.
down from the
Yeah,
stage
he
at the
can't
what
move.
it was hard for him to step down, and he's making fun of women over 60.
Right.
I mean, that man's gonna have, like, artificial hips, knees from playing football. Like, who is he to judge? What
He's
woman wants to deal with his
yeah.
problems?
He's a good-looking man, and I think he's handsome, and I think he's got a great physique for his age, but he is definitely not an energetic type, so,
You see me
I'm not a
rolling
fan.
my eyes. I
I think
mean,
he's full of, excuse me, shit in a lot of ways, and I think he's just saying all the lines that he's supposed to say, but I think he's icky. I do. I don't like
I
him.
think that, first of all, I did not tape it, so I was tortured into having to watch through commercials. That's how tortured I was. But
Mhm.
anyway, when you can't even find it on Hulu, it's that
Mhm.
buried, and you had to go into the little magnifying glass and put in gold. It is not going well. You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I
not a
mean?
hit. It's definitely not.
It's not a hit. So that's one thing. I really want to talk quickly also. Why does that house look like it's in disrepair? Why does that house, every time they show the outside, look like it's falling apart and that it's going to implode any minute in an explosion? What is the deal with that?
It
That was
looks like
so weird.
it looks like one of these mansions that had its heyday in the '90s,
Right.
and, like, the pictures are all, the some of the exterior shots.
Ah,
Mhm,
terrible. I mean, put a
mhm.
coat of paint on it, do something.
Well,
Anyway, so I had to mention the house because I can't believe they can't pick a better exterior to keep showing over and over and over. But go ahead.
alright, it's almost like there's so much to talk about, it's hard to know where to start, so I'm just gonna call out random they're not bachelorettes, the random contenders for the Golden Bachelor,
Go ahead.
and I'm gonna start with Debbie. So
Ugh,
Debbie is the one, she used to be a beach body coach, do all those workout videos. They have told us 8,000 times that she's never been married. They really
uh,
want us to know this.
a million times. I
And
mean,
to
I feel
me
like I
and I
unbelievable.
realize this could be in the editing, but she gives off crazy
Desperation.
ex-girlfriend. Yeah, crazy ex-girlfriend, desperation, thirsty vibes.
Ugh.
She's
She started
absolutely
crying when
yeah,
she got the one-on-one date.
she's
Crying.
I mean, I would be afraid of her. I mean, she seems a little scary to me.
But to be quite honest, though, I thought a lot of them came off like that.
Yeah,
Like,
but
they
not
came
like
off
as bad as her.
no, not as desperate, but they came off this is why I don't like watching this show. Women come off looking so desperate, and I
Mhm.
really in real life, I don't think women are that desperate to have a man when they're over 60 years old. I'm sorry, I don't. I think
Correct.
I don't. I think they
Correct.
think to themselves, "I did my time. I had my marriages, whatever. I'm set in my own life in my own way." They just make women seem a way that they're not.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. I do. And, we had to introduce something from the past. There was an episode where they brought in Susan and Kathy. And Susan and Kathy are great because they're from the Golden Bachelor season 1. They are on a podcast together now, and they have been pretty forthcoming in saying that they really weren't that interested in Gary. They were playing the game. They were just doing it for the fun of it. I think a lot of these women, including that cute little Diana, really only reason they don't want to go home is because they don't want to be out of the fun. It's like being forced to leave summer camp. You don't really want
And they
to
love
die. You want to be, yeah,
right.
you don't
They
want to be
wanna
kicked
be
out of
with
the
the
party.
women. Yeah,
Yeah, you want to
and they
stay.
want they bond with the women, and that's what
Right.
women over 60 really want, are
hmm
friendships with other women.
And now that they have come forward and really said, like, "Ooh," even my kids were like, "Are you still going now that we saw Gary?" And then Kathy was like, "I'm never moving to Indiana. Are you kidding?" Like, they went into it, they could care less about him. They just wanted to stay. And now that I know that, I'm a little more okay with these women because I think a lot of them really get it. The one who really gets it, even though she's gonna be the villain, is Nicole.
Oh, I
She
think
she
when she kissed him in the pool, that was it. She was the villain.
she's the
Well,
villain,
y
but she's
yeah, she's the
also
villain.
she said, "I'm here to date America." She's trying to launch a career as an influencer, and okay, she's probably the
I
only one who's halfway got a handle on what's really going on.
I I just the roast they did, the outfits some of them chose, the one with the puppet where she had her puppet.
Okay, so she was 70, that lady with the puppet, and she is a dentist. But did they ever say, like, "I'm a dentist, and so I have this puppet, it puts the kids at ease"? No, she's
No,
literally leaning
the
into, "I'm the
puppet lady.
ventriloquist." Yeah,
Right, right,
yeah.
right. And then the one-on-one dinner, and I can't remember which woman this was, but when she had the one-on-one, she was so nosy. She's like, "And why didn't it work? And what, da 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 da. And did you think you felt like it didn't work, or did you want it to work
He
even
couldn't
more?"
get a
I'm
word
like,
in. He couldn't get a
"Oh
word in.
my God." I was like, "Enough already." I mean,
Yeah.
first of all, I see not one woman having a connection with him. I see
I'll
no chemistry at all.
let's talk about Peg. Okay, Peg is the bomb squad firefighter lady who, first of all, they always want us to know stuff. And if you read between the lines, you could see what they're trying to tell us. Like we saw her putting on her makeup and she was just using lipstick as blush. So they want us
Right.
to know she's no frills. No fuss, no
Yeah.
muss. They really want us to know this about Peg. I was listening to another podcast. It was the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. And they were talking about Peg and Mel. And I thought this was such a smart thing that these two said. They said that they didn't vibrate on the same frequency. Peg is way too energetic for Mel. She's like a mile a minute, and he's just like, eh. She's very fun and vibrant, and I think a lot of people really love her, but he can't hang with her.
See, she annoyed me. I'm sorry. She
I
annoyed
also
me.
find that kind of a personality
She
to be too
first of
much.
all,
It's too much of a frequency.
and
It's like
once
a
again, we're
Running out of closet space? Don't stop shopping. Start selling with The Real Real. Whether it's the jewelry your ex bought you before they became your ex, or that quiet luxury bag you bought before remembering you're actually a maximalist, give it a second chance with someone else. Sell it with The Real Real and make room in your closet for something else that feels more like you. The best part of selling with The Real Real? They handle everything from photography and copywriting to pricing and shipping, because your to-do list is already long enough. With a community of over 40 million members ready to shop what's in your closet, your items sell fast, so you can leave the past in the past. Because resale on The Real Real is for second chances. Plus, October is National Consignment Month, so new consigners earn $100 extra for a limited time. Go to therealreal.com to start selling and get $100 extra to keep shopping. That's therealreal.com for your extra $100. Therealreal.com. Terms apply.
Uncluttered and Unfiltered is supported by Hearts for Minds. Mental health doesn't have to be a silent struggle. Hearts for Minds is changing the conversation, breaking stigma, and building bridges to better mental health care. through QPR training and awareness programs. Hearts for Minds is equipping communities with the tools to recognize warning signs and connect people to life-saving support. Whether you're facing a crisis or just need someone who understands, Hearts for Minds is your helping hand. Hearts for F-O-U-R, minds.com, that's heartsforminds.com, and join the movement. Together, we can save lives.
Going to a fair with 60 plus 40, 50, whatever, on roller coasters. And what? I don't understand.
But it was her that wanted, she was very into it. And he was just like, oh, I just think she's too much
very
woman for him.
competitive. I didn't find one woman, though, that there was any chemistry. None. I think
Did you not think that Cindy and he looked like they had a little bit of chemistry
No,
going on?
I don't think any of them, in my opinion, just what I've seen. And it
I
was
like Cindy.
easier. It was easier to watch the third one because I was able to tape it and fast forward through the commercials, because this is painful to watch, in my opinion. I mean, painful.
Painful. It's hard.
I mean, I really do not think they should do another one of these after, unless they find the perfect man. I mean, the perfect man, meaning like he's like your grandfather. You know what I mean? Like somebody, I don't know.
I think they need to keep it local too, to like everyone lives in the same area, because nobody's believing that anyone over 60 is moving
No
to
way.
a community.
No.
Unless
And
you're
they're
living
leaving
near-
their children and grandchildren. No way.
No one buys it. No one buys it.
And by the way, I love the confidence in these women. I really do. I have to tell you, these women have more confidence. I couldn't, I've been shocked by it. I love it. I think it's great because it does inspire women who are sitting home and thinking life is passing by. I don't care about the dating part. These women amaze me. Like, they just are confident in the clothing they wear. They're confident in the things they say, the jobs they have. They are superstars, in my opinion, and to go on national TV. I mean,
I don't think a single one of them cares about Mel in this season.
Good.
And I think that they're all just playing a role. What about, did you like the beer pong they played with prune juice? Did you see that?
Between the pool party, I saw it all. I even wrote cringy on my paper. Cringy. I mean, like the pool party where he jumped in with his shoes on. I mean, he thinks he's so hot. And I guess I'm of the old school. You're only as good looking as your personality. And I don't find him attractive at all, because I think his personality is so conceited and he's so full of himself, and he's an ex-football player and he's acting like it. You know what I mean?
He's an attorney now. And he
I
owes
miss
his
that.
ex-wife. He owes his ex-wife $1 million right now.
Oh,
Almost
no, that
$1
part I
million.
didn't. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he's, there's some stuff there. Now, another thing that I wanted to share with you was about Carol. So Carol's the one who
with her
keeps saying how-
glasses.
She didn't have glasses.
Remember, she didn't have her glasses during the
Yes.
roast.
I
Yes.
mean, that was so
Come
crazy.
on.
She's walking around and nobody has a pair of readers in a
Right.
room full of all these 60-year-olds. Come
Yeah.
on.
I mean, give me a
I mean,
break.
that was ridiculous. You're right. But she was so, that whole thing is so forced. It was so, when she's like, we're going to smooch. And I just couldn't.
The whole thing, even the roast ceremonies, I mean,
Oh.
nothing feels authentic. And I want Jesse to stop coming in and acting so down and, I'm sorry, ladies. Say your goodbyes.
Well, he has 3 lines, and every time he walks on the screen, my husband goes, "The check cashier's here."
Right. Exactly. That's his job, to say 2 lines.
This
is the final rose.
Ladies, this is the final rose. And then, of course, say your goodbyes. And every time he says that line, my husband goes, and get the out of here.
Right. And also,
hit the road, mama.
I also noticed in this one, no one's crying on the way to the limo to get the heck out. And they're all like, bye, see ya. I
Yeah.
mean, this was a major fail in my opinion, and I'm sorry if there's anyone out there that really, really loved it. I just did not, and I really, because I was coming back from major grandma duty, was not even on my radar to watch. So for me, I had to watch 3 in a row. Very painful. I don't suggest anyone doing that because
Well,
that was
I
bad.
also want to bring up the fact that Nicole took a pot shot at the last couple of seasons and said that they are all the women are much more
Yes.
attractive than in the past season. And I thought,
Which
that's true. No, I'm just
well,
that's
I
not something you
kind of
say.
that's just not something you say
No.
because in my opinion, even this group of women, they look amazing. They're
But
very
so did the
physically
last
fit.
group. Yeah.
But so did the last group and they
Mhm.
look their age. It's not like they look 30 years younger than they are in
Mhm.
my opinion. So
Right.
to me, they all look good and they're all physically fit, but they still look good for their age. You know what I mean?
Agree. I
Like
agree.
I mean, they're still in their 60s, early 70s, late 50s, whatever it is. But, they act like for her to say that, that's ridiculous. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it
Period.
is, and that Nicole, she's something. I think she's the villain. Deb, they are painting her to have that boil a rabbit kind of vibe. That's
Right.
Debbie. And then, I think
Who's the one that's madly in love with them?
that's
That
Cindy. That's the one, you
Cindy.
mean the one that did
Cindy.
the whole beach scene? Laying on the
Yes.
beach. To me,
Yes.
they seem chemistry is such a stretch because I know it's so fake all around, but to me, it seems like they're painting her as the front runner, you know?
And I'd buy it if I saw any chemistry, but I see chemistry with none of them. And by the way, they all have to wear white, but the one girl, I think it was Nicole, just gets a white towel. I'm
That was
so
Carol. That was
confused. Or
Carol.
or Carol. What a white towel? You don't even
Mm,
get a dress? You have to put on a white towel where everyone else is dressed in white dresses? That was so bizarre.
the whole
So
thing is so
bizarre.
bizarre. What about the whole scene where they gave them the sex toys? "Here you
Oh,
go." My husband
a-
goes, what are we even doing here, ladies? What are we
yes.
doing?
Yeah,
What is
and
going
the
on?"
one woman who didn't know what they were, like,
Yeah,
the
right.
one woman who was like, "I don't even know what this is." It's like, okay, it's just boring and silly, and I just really hope they don't have another one, unless it's like I said, some older man who's sweet and kind and whatever. I just can't watch another conceited man who thinks he's so hot at the age of
Yeah.
70 or 65 and acts like he's not going to. You're an ex football player. You're going to be taken apart knee by knee, hip by hip, CTE, whatever you've got going on. Let's not even, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not like
Uh-huh.
you know, and he's making fun of women over 60. I mean, I don't know. I don't like him. I said
Yeah.
it and I'm not taking it back.
Are you gonna watch any more?
I am taping it now. So that I can feasibly watch more because I can just fast forward through the commercials. There was no need for the first episode to be 2 hours long. No need whatsoever. That
Are
was
do they always
ridiculous.
do they always move through these ladies so quickly? It seems quick
No.
down to like,
No.
they're just
It
getting rid of
seems
them left and right.
quick. It seems quick and I like it. I like it like that.
Do they not
Honestly.
do they not have Mel for maybe they only had Jesse for, like, I don't know, couple weeks?
It seems very quick, and I wonder if that's because people said, "This is the Golden Bachelor or Bachelorette, this is not the regular one," and people don't wanna see a certain age group for long periods of time, and they put these women in bathing suits. Granted, I think they had great bodies, so I'm not
Sure.
saying that,
Right.
but no young person wants to see I don't know. I think
Oh,
it's silly.
my daughter called while we were watching, and Steve said, "We're watching Golden Bachelor," and she goes, "Ew."
Right, like, they don't
Ew.
wanna know, they don't wanna and all the kissing scenes were so cringy and awkward and
So
looked
fake, yeah.
so fake, and
Except I think Cindy and he kissed well. I like
You know what, though? After what he said, first of all, wait, real quick. When the one woman who got booted off already from Miami,
Yeah.
her 2 twin daughters who were stunningly gorgeous, he thought he was getting them.
That's what I said too. I'm like, oh, he's like, hello.
Yeah, I mean, he immediately thought, "Boy, they've aged well." I mean, you know
Mhm.
what I mean? And then she steps out and you could see his face.
It was
Like,
womp womp.
he wants that. That's what
Mhm.
he wants, and it's very obvious.
Yes.
Very obvious.
Yeah, and then
So,
about Nicole, what do you remember what he said he liked the most about Nicole? Quote, "She's
what?
all about me," and I like that.
Yeah. And that's what he comes off like. It's like
Mhm.
me, 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 me. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but yes, because of you, I will be watching fast forwarding through the commercials. It will be painful the last episode when they do another 2 hour. That will
Yeah,
be painful.
yeah.
But I just hope some scandal comes out of it because Mel is probably one out of all the Bachelor, Bachelorette. I'm not just talking Golden, I'm talking all of them. This man rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, I feel like
That's
they
how I
had an
feel.
opportunity to get rid of him and bring in someone better, and,
Yep.
they
Yep.
chose not to for whatever reason. Alright, so
Okay.
we can wrap it on that,
Yes.
and if
Yes.
you joined us because you saw Golden Bachelor and you don't typically listen to us, we would like to tell you just a little bit about our podcast as my voice goes, because it is
Yeah.
going. We are, talking about everything and anything for women over 50. And Christine gives us a little organizing tip in most episodes. And so there you have it. She's a professional organizer. I am the opposite of that. And we would love to have you along for future episodes, even if they don't center around the Golden Bachelor, which
Which
spoiler
they
alert,
won't.
spoiler alert.
They definitely won't.
But we love our community. So find us on Facebook. We have regular social media accounts, and then we also have a private group called there's one of my very many alarms I keep set. We have a private group called Ladies Only, Uncluttered and Unfiltered. You have to be let in, but once you are, that's where we can kind of have more discussions. And we'll have little posts where you can chime in, each week on the current episode. We just probably won't do episodes about it
Right.
again.
Right.
So,
Right.
all right. So, we always close for our new friends. We always close by saying something and then we can say you can let it go and don't look back. So, I guess with feeling the need. I mean, there are so many things we could say about this one, but
You can let that man go
and don't
and
look
don't
back.
look back.